I believe in Sai Baba. I believe that he's God. Uh, but there was always, I guess, a part of me that thought, 'cause I've seen quite a few of the Souljourns videos. I've heard the experiences of people who've been saved by Sai Baba, and these like wonderful, great devotees. And I'm thinking, would Sai Baba kind of come and save me if I needed him? But you're just kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or something is there that sort of says, well, maybe he won't come, kind of thing. And the fact that he did, it was just kind of what that's done for my sort of faith in Sai Baba. It's completely transformed it.
This is Sanjay Vaja's second Souljourns interview. He lives with muscular dystrophy, but more importantly, he lives with Sri Satya Sai Baba in his heart. Here are two brief stories from Sanjay. The first, his walk towards self-realization. The second, thanking God for saving his life. Welcome to Souljourns. This interview was recorded via Skype between the UK and the US in 2018.
I believe in Sai Baba. I believe that he's God. But there was always, I guess, a part of me that thought, 'cause I've seen quite a few of the Souljourns videos. I've heard the experiences of people who've been saved by Sai Baba, and these like wonderful, great devotees. And I'm thinking, that's not. Would Sai Baba kind of come and save me if I needed him, like this? And I think there was always that kind of niggling doubt. Not that I would ever talk about it or anything, but you're just kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or something is there that sort of says, well, maybe he won't come, kind of thing. And the fact that he did, it was just kind of what that's done for my sort of faith in Sai Baba. It's completely transformed it.
Sanjay, Sairam, Sairam, Sairam.
Sairam, Ted, good to see you again.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, definitely.
How's your continuing experience with muscular dystrophy?
That's going okay as well. I'm trying to think the best way I look at it is try and just take it a day at a time, and that's kind of the blessing that it's given me, is to try to live in the moment and make the best use of every day I can, really, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. There are a couple of things, I guess. One is around one of Sai Baba's sayings around love all, serve all, and how kind of when we talk about all, that includes ourselves, and it's often very easy to love other people, but it's very difficult to love ourselves. So there was a story that happened to me around that, and another one of Sai Baba's sayings, or things that he really talks about a lot, is around the fact that we're all divine. So I've been kind of thinking, well, so he keeps telling me I'm divine. So what does that mean? And how can I sort of experience that or play with that? Because it's kind of it seems a bit of a strange thing to sort of state, really.
How far have you come in understanding truly what Baba means when he says that?
It doesn't feel like I've come very far. I'm just trying to think. We did something at one of our retreats we have in the UK around the fact that actually you don't need to get to being divine. You're already there, because you're born divine. You're already divine now, and when you go, you'll be divine. So actually, you just need to realize it. You don't need to. There's nowhere to get. I think it's over a few years. I keep having this thought. I wonder what would it be like? What are my blocks to seeing myself as divine? And there was one time we have on our motorways, we have service stations where you can just pull in, have a cup of tea, go to the bathroom, refresh, and then carry on your journey. So we stopped there to have a bite to eat, and I was just sat there by the door, looking out over the door when people were coming in. And I just thought to myself, okay, so I'm divine, and everybody walking through here is divine. So I thought, okay, mentally I'm going to say to myself, as every single person walked in, hello God, hello God, hello God. It was interesting because what I noticed was my reactions to the people that came in. I thought, yeah, okay, I can see you being divine. Yeah, you look divine. You certainly don't. And I don't know about you. And okay. And then all the sort of our sort of preconceptions and our desires to put things in boxes or put people in boxes kind of all just came up. And I just thought, oh, this is really fascinating, because I knew Because I knew that everyone was divine. Whether they knew it or not, it didn't matter, but it showed a lot of stuff to me. This is one of my favourite ones. I was going to work just in my car, like I do every day, and there were no cars in front of me at all. It was just an empty road, which was a bit strange. And then all of a sudden, there was a gust of wind that came, and I happened to be driving past a rose bush at the time. And what it did is it blew it blew a load of rose petals on the road in front of me for me to drive over. And you could kind of think nothing about that, but the timing of it was so perfect. And for me, it was kind of, I know that's what happens when there's auspicious events, or when Sai Baba is walking in India in Puttaparthi, they throw rose petals for him to walk on, and it's kind of like a carpet of rose petals. It's a very auspicious thing.
I want to ask if something had happened to you that you sent to me in an email changed your outlook spiritually for the better or for the worse. You had a close brush with death, as I understood, with a car accident.
So we were driving down to visit my sister. We're just minding our own business. So myself, mum, and dad in the car, and I was driving, and then just all of a sudden, a car from the opposite side of the motorway, going in the opposite direction, crashed through the barriers of Central Reservation and hit us in the side. So there's nothing we could do at all, and it hit us. And the way it was being followed by some unmarked police cars. I think it was a stolen vehicle. So they saw everything that happened, and how it came through the barriers, we don't know. But when it hit us, the way that it knocked us meant that we ended up going sideways through the Central Reservation into the oncoming traffic on the opposite side as well. So we hit another car there, and then our car bounced back towards the Central Reservation, and we just came to a halt along there. So the whole side of the car, the driver's side, was smashed up. The wheels had been smashed off the vehicle as well. They were sort of lying behind the car somewhere, still attached to the axle, and we were all okay. And it was I honestly thought at that moment that was it. The first impact happened. All I remember was closing my eyes and just shouting Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, until we came to a stop. And then next thing I turned around, there was a policeman at the window already, and then things just started to move from there. So it was kind of it's one of these things where there's nothing anyone could have done any differently. We happened to be there, and I think the way that I look at it, the events that happened that morning, we shouldn't have been at that spot at that time. We got stuck in some unexpected traffic, delayed us about 20 minutes. We were driving along the motorway. We were going up a small hill, which my car normally doesn't bother with at all. It chomps it up, it's a powerful car.
Sure.
For some reason, it was struggling that day. And I remember thinking, I don't think I said it out loud, but I remember talking to my car and saying, why are you struggling to go up this hill today? But it all had to happen to make sure we were in that spot at that time, and for this accident to happen. So it's kind of quite bizarre, really. And my car has been, it's written off. So it's been a struggle since then until I get my new one, which will be another 6 months away. But what the police officers said at that time, because we were very upset we were okay, which we were just amazed about, because I think Mum had a little bit of a scratch from the seatbelt. Dad had a little graze on his leg, and I was fine. One of my fingers was sore where the paramedics prick it to take the blood to make you see what your blood sugar levels are like, and that was it. And I was like, how is it possible to come out of that accident, as nasty as it was, just like that? And there were 4 cars involved, and everybody was okay. So it was it's just amazing.
It sounds like you spiritually prepared yourself for that, the way you uttered as quickly as you could, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Yeah, it felt like it was a bit of a dream. Like you said, we didn't have a scratch, so we kind of think, did it really happen? Until you look out of the front door and you realise there's no car there. Oh, okay, it did happen. Mm-hmm. The amount of love that we received right from the minute the accident happened has just been phenomenal. From the fire crew, the ambulance staff, the police, the insurance company, the taxi driver, everyone. It's just been brilliant. But you mentioned about the start of this was around the spiritual difference it's made for me. I think I've been, believe in Sai Baba. I believe that he's God. but there was always, I guess, a part of me that thought, 'cause I've seen quite a few of the Souljourns videos. I've heard the experiences of of people who've been saved by Sai Baba, and these wonderful, great devotees. And I'm thinking, that's not. Would Sai Baba kind of come and save me if I needed him like this? And I think there was always that kind of niggling doubt. Not that I would ever talk about it or anything, but you're just kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or something is there that sort of says, well, maybe he won't come, kind of thing. And the fact that he did, it was just kind of what that's done for my sort of faith in Sai Baba. It's completely transformed it. After the accident, a lot of people have said, is there anything we can do, kind of thing. And I kind of thought, well, the only thing I could think of that they can do is just to be thankful for every day, every moment, because you really have no idea what tomorrow will bring or what life will throw at you next.
In conclusion, the easiest question of all. Sanjay, what's it all about? Who are you? Why are you here? And where are you going?
Easy question. One thing I've learned while I've especially lately, is the fact that what I want to do is, and what I've wanted to do for a long time, is to be able to serve God, however that looks, whatever that looks. So I guess, and with everything that's happened with the accident and everything, what I've realised is that He's completely with me, looking after me, and I have that trust in Him and that faith in Him. So I don't have to worry about anything. Like he keeps saying, "Why fear when I am here?" And I'm thinking, okay, I've always got that on one level, but now I've got it on a deeper level, and I'm sure I'll get it on an even deeper level. So for me, I guess what it's all about for me is carrying on trying to be an instrument, really.
Sanjay, it's been a delight to catch up with you again and to talk with you again. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
There I am, Ted. Thank you.